All right, so thank you for tuning in to Create a New Life. We're talking about the book Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God, but we're talking to the tribe today. And we're talking about people who are quote unquote what people say gifted. I say it's all normal. All normal. We all have it. And we're talking about we're going to be sharing some stories. I want you guys to come up and share some of your stories, share some of the things that happened to you as a child that made you not fully live in who you are. As I was saying earlier, the more normal we can make this thing, the more we can live in being who we were created to be. When we were taught that we were crazy, don't say nothing, don't ask God, we kind of suppressed our natural being to fit into the teachings of others. And it kind of messed us up. It definitely messed me up. But when I got out of that space, life became so much better. I became so much happier and things just changed for me. And it's going to do the same for you guys as you guys come into your space and release all the stuff that everyone gave you and taught you. So in my book, I share some of the things that happened to me as a kid that really kind of oppressed me and being me, from being who I am designed to be. And I'm asking you guys to come up and share a story. Watch your clock, be respectful, know that other people are standing in line. So watch your time while you're telling your story. Let's not take more than 5 minutes per story, um, if that long. But just share an event or share something that happened to you when you were growing up that kind of made you shy away from being who you're created to be. And the first person who's coming up is Karen.
Good morning, Grand Rising Tribe, and to those that are listening and watching on Facebook. I, as a child, was singled out, and that was because of the fact of my father being a assistant pastor in the church. And I told them that I could sense things or before they happen, or could see things or hear things. And yes, definitely labeled as crazy. And asked, why can't you ask God questions? I said, it says in the Bible that it says ask, and it is, anything that you ask, it will be given to you. It says it right there. So I think a lot of times why people labeled us crazy or different was because of their own fears, their own insecurities, or they're being jealous of the fact that you had the boldness to even open your mouth to speak that. And then in scripture it says that certain giftings are given to, people for to be a prophet, a prophetess, an elder, whatever that is. So I'm saying if that's what it is, and we're supposed to believe that the Bible is the inspired word of God written by man, then why are you telling us not to do the very thing that is in the book that everybody goes by? So it has definitely messed me up. I'm still at this point, and even now as an adult, um, I find challenges from family and friends. Don't say something to Karen because she gonna say something, or either I'll speak on something and they be looking at me, how'd you know that? And then I say, well, the Holy Spirit led me, to say something. Okay. Oh, all right. And that in some ways makes you isolated. But then again, you have some doctrine tell you you're isolated because you are chosen. by God to do something um, great in the world, or to do something, break a generational curse. So it's like half a dozen, you got six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. If you don't say anything, are you going against God? Or if you do say something, uh, you're going against the grain. So it can be very, very frustrating. But I know for me, when after I have spoken whatever spirit has told me to speak or to do, I'm at peace. So I'm happy because I'm happy, and if they don't receive it, they don't receive it. Then it is on them, not on me. And that's been my experience of being, as my mother said before she became a minister, too saved. Ashe.
Ashe. And I was listening to you, and a lot of people were raised hearing those words like you're gifted or you're chosen. And those words were real trigger words, and they're still trigger words for a lot of people, because those who have not allowed themselves to be themselves feel that they're not special, they're not important if they don't have these so-called gifts. And those who have these so-called gifts put themselves on a pedestal because they were taught that only the special people have it, only the chosen people have it. And I'm here to break that. Everybody has it. You're not using them, but we all have them. There's nothing special about what we're doing. There's nothing chosen about us. If you're living and you're paying attention, this is normal behavior. This is normal behavior. And the more we normalize this thing, the more people will be open up and share what's going on with them. They'll share the experiences that they're having. They'll feel comfortable in their skin, in their space, being who they're created to be. This is what we're talking about today. I wrote a book about this called Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God. It's my walk. It's my experience of releasing all of that stuff that they put on me, not just me, society, people put on me to make me not be who I fully was called to be in this world. I'm not anyone special. I'm not anyone gifted. And I am someone special and I am someone gifted. But we all are. So if I say I'm special and I'm gifted, I must say you are special and gifted. I can't say I'm special and gifted and not equate you into that picture. People are not coming up sharing their abilities because these words, I'm chosen, I'm special, only the prophets can do this, only these people can do this. So those people who can do that aren't saying anything because society hasn't labeled them to be those people. Well, this is what I'm saying. This is not cool. This is not cool. It's not real. It's not true. Everybody has this. And it's time for us to start knowing that. It's time for us to stop living in I'm special. It's time for us to stop living in I'm chosen. Or it's time for us to stop living in they're special because they can do that. It's time for us to stop living in they're chosen. So are you. So are you. So let's share some of these experiences. What were you told as a child? What were some of the things that you experienced as a child and then someone told you you can't do this because? And the next person that we're going to listen to, and make sure you guys pay attention to your time. Uh, Try not to go over more than 5 minutes so that everyone who has their hand raised can go. If you're in the land of Facebook, type yours in. I'll read it. What were some of the experiences you had growing up that kept you from being you, because that's what it did. It kept you from being you. And so the next person we're going to hear from is Dottie. So unmute yourself, beautiful.
Grand Rising. Dr. New, you must knew I needed to go to church this morning, so you brought church to me. But when I was younger, my sisters used to say I was crazy. To the point that my grandmother believed that I was crazy because I would hear stuff and see stuff. So the thing was, if I wanted to get off the medication she had me on, I couldn't hear stuff or see stuff. So I never told nobody what I heard or what I seen. But learning that it was nothing but God that I was hearing and I was seeing. And now that I'm older and that I'm more aware, I'm learning that it was all God. And what I was taught was wrong. It was wrong for me, but right for them. And the more that I know that God is in me, I am created to know God. I am God myself, is the more I know I wasn't crazy. The more I know that I am just aware and awake, and that I'm not the only one that's aware and awake. I'm not the only one that could be aware and awake. It's just a choice that I choose to make. And with the help of God, by asking Him to bring me closer to Him, to see, I wanted to believe, what was right and what wasn't wrong.
Ashe. Ashe. Yep. A lot of people were put on meds. They were put on all kinds of stuff to make the person not operate in what people call gifts, or I call just being you. We have these beautiful things inside of us to help us navigate here on planet Earth, and they were definitely suppressed by people's ignorance, but not like in a bad way ignorance, just not, their lack of knowledge. They didn't know. So because they didn't know, they made it kind of hard for us to exist and be who we are, who we're called to be. Not anyone special. We're all special. And I'm hoping to bring some normality to this space. All the gifted, people, I put quote unquote beside gifted because we all are. This is not a gift. This is who we are. So if you call it a gift, I mean, we all are gifted. This is anything that is special to one person. We all have this, and it's a beautiful thing. They might not all operate the same way, and we may not all use it the same way, but we all have something very beautiful and special and divine about us that we're supposed to use here on planet Earth. And it is beautiful. And so we're going to hear from Dr. Lynn next. I do see Selena said, this conversation was in my head when I woke up early this grand rising. Yeah, I got another message about this earlier. This is what prompted me to come on. Someone sent me a message. They bought the book, Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God, and they said, I can so relate to your story. This is making me feel very good. And I'm glad that it could do that. So we're getting ready to hear from Dr. Lynn.
Grand Rising. Yeah, this is mine. Mine's was more of I was raised in a household or very close to my great grandmother who believed heavily in the church and had the knowing for her that God was the all and God was outside of us, and you go to God for everything, and then there was the devil that was the bad, and so you didn't want to piss off or do something wrong, because then the devil would get you, or God would leave you, which would leave you open to the devil getting you. And so it was always this belief and thinking of everything was outside of me. Even though, like, I would say, like, even my grandmother used to say, we're going to church. I'm like, church is inside of me. Well, I would get in trouble for that, for saying that. And I was always called different. They were like, something special about you, different. I would feel things, like someone would be saying something out of their mouth, but I was like, I don't feel that, that type of thing. But all of that was, I had an aunt who, anytime you did anything against what was taught as God and the devil, you were considered a witch or a warlock or something like that. So yeah, I just learned to just kind of not say anything and just not kind of suppress that. But now, like, knowing and being in here and with the tribe and knowing that, yeah, it's not something that's special. Everybody has it. They're just not some people are choosing not to tune into it, like I was, and I'm sure a lot of other people. And so I think that's another thing too, that I carry this thing of feeling like I don't want to leave anybody behind. So in wanting to fit into the environment I was in, I suppressed those things, because when I was younger, I do remember going, that's not true, but I would get scolded for that. So yeah, so it's now I'm learning to come out of that and just know that, yeah, it's not something special. Everybody has it. Everybody has the opportunity to awaken to it. And if they choose to, they will. It's not my duty to dim minds because they have chosen to do something else. So, but yeah, that was my experience growing up. Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. I know it's interesting when we think about it, and I hope to hear from Dr. Wendy Nguyen. I did see her here, but I do know that it was not easy growing up with these beautiful things that were planted inside and having to discuss it and to share it, and they be beat down. That's not easy. And that part is really us. Like, that thing that was being torn down is really our essence. It's our navigation system. It's the thing that is here to lead, guide, direct, and show us purpose. And when it gets beat down, Sean talked about, it's hard. It's hard to recover, and it's hard to bring it back forth. I remember being like 20, I was 20, probably 24, when between 20 and 24, somewhere between those ages. I can't remember. I remember the incident. I remember sitting, I was married at the time, and I was sitting in my room. I was home alone. I was sitting in my room, and my windows, I heard something go boom, 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 boom. So I thought my husband at the time, not married now, but my husband coming through the door, I was like, oh, he's home early because he's in the military. So I ran downstairs, and there was nobody downstairs. And I said, oh, that's strange. So I checked all the windows, and all my windows was locked, so I knew nobody had got in. And I went back upstairs, and I heard it again. And I heard him come up the stairs. I was like, somebody is up in this upstairs with me. And I didn't move because I was so scared. Because I was like, well, they're just going to bust in the room and get me because I'm not going for it. So nobody came in the room. And then my windows, I didn't have my windows open, but my shades started fluttering. I was like, oh, no. I know. And so I was like, boom, 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 boom. my windows would fly open, and somebody like come upstairs, and I just remember saying, "Oh my God, no!" I said, I started, praying inside myself, like, whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go away. Please go away. And it went away. And then I remember linking up with my master teacher and sharing that experience with him. And he said they will always leave when you tell them to leave, because the Spirit doesn't prompt you in fear. God is not going to prompt you in fear. So when you told it to leave, it left. And so if you, because I was telling him all of my whole story about, being a kid and what was told to me and everything. And he said, if you want that to come back, you have to ask for it to come back. And you have to tell it not to scare you, and to find a way to reintroduce it to your life, and you embrace it instead of telling it to go away. So I began the process of saying, okay, I am scared, but I don't want to be, but I do want you back into my life. So I need you to find a way to talk to me, communicate with me without scaring me. And I remember me being scared of the dark. So I gave them like hours. I was like, you can't talk to me when it's nighttime. I'll be scared if you come talking to me at nighttime. So can you talk to me during the day? And can you make it where I'm not scared? So I remember the manifestations of that. The first time, I think I started, I started seeing things, and I remember saying, no. I don't want to see things. That scares me. So we got to find another way. I remember saying, you can come to me in my dreams. You can give me a thought in my head. You can communicate with me like that. I can take that. And they they really did follow my instructions. They did come to me in my dreams. I graduated myself. I took myself through my process of what was acceptable to me, what I felt would be acceptable. And they followed my lead. So it did. It came into my dream. They began to talk to me, and I began to see things inside my head. I began to hear things inside my head before then I could see things in the physical. So I took myself through a graduation process to make me comfortable with my gifts. I told them exactly. First, I left it for them to do. Then they scared me. Like, no, let me. I'll figure something out here. And then I gave them the instructions on how they can do it. And they followed my instructions. So it is a beautiful thing when you get to the place where you're ready to welcome them or it or you back to your life. Because that's all you're doing is you're welcoming you back to your life, because it's you. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about, what were you told as a child when those beautiful gifts started to pop up inside of you? What were you told as a child? And whenever you're ready, just raise your hand so I know you're out here. I don't see anybody's hands raised. I don't see any comments inside of Facebook. Are you guys shy? Come on, don't be shy. I know that I have surrounded myself with people like me, because I get these messages all the time. This is just my first time coming on Facebook and talking about it. I don't know why I haven't done this before, but I'm doing it now. I want this to be normal. I want to come in here very often. I want to talk about this until this thing feels normal to you guys. I want to do this until it feels normal to you guys. So I'm gonna I see Dottie's hand, I see Wendy's hand, and I know Dottie is on her way to church, so I'm gonna go with Dottie first, then we're coming back to Wendy West.
I'm not going to church. I'm already in church.
Oh.
I said you must knew I needed church.
Oh.
So I feel like you're talking to me with the being scared of them being scared of yourself coming back because, I just moved into the new house. I did what I had to do to be comfortable in the house, but now I can go in the bathroom by myself and the light flickers. I said, oh my, here they come. And then I'll go downstairs and I'll feel something. And I'm like, okay, now they playing games with me. So by you saying that today, is like when I was young, I had no problems playing with them, talking to them, telling people what they said. But now that I'm older, it's just like, oh no, something got to be done. So what you get said with you coming on today is kind of helping me, especially in this new house. And so I'm just grateful to be able to hear today. Ashe.
Ashe. Yep, you can tell them, I feel you. And if it makes you scared, you can say, I feel you, but it makes me scared, so don't go any further than this until I get comfortable. I do like it, and you can give them instructions. Like like for me, when I walked into my very first house, I put my hands on the door before I got inside, and you can do it even after you get inside. But before I got inside, I said, this house, this space will represent everything about my spiritual development. When I walk through this door, it's going to be a God experience, and I don't accept anything less than that. And when I tell you my whole house was a God experience, it was exactly what I said. And people, Angels on the line, Angel will tell you, and Angel and I lived together in this same house. But it wasn't just Angel, it was people who could see. Everyone who came to my house who could see in the spirit world said to me the exact same words. They said, who are these tall beings standing outside your house? I mean, they have your house surrounded. And they were from the bottom of the ground to the top of the sky. And they were like, I can't, they're so tall. I don't see their face because their face is in heaven. It's beyond the sky. And they all said the exact same thing. They didn't all visit me at the same time. And these were different people. But every single person who came to my house could see them. Couldn't they, Angel? Let me see if I can get my witness.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's what I put on my house when I walked in. So, and I never said anything. I never described them. I never said anything to anybody. They just came over and that's what they saw. And I went, wow. And every time I heard the same story, I went, wow. Okay, so yeah, it is beautiful because you paint the picture. You paint the picture. So when people say to me, I got scared, or I was this, I was that, I say, you're not painting your picture. You gotta paint your picture. Then you shouldn't be scared. But you're scared because that's what they told you to be when you were growing up. So it gave you the picture of fear. It gave you the picture of not welcoming it. Go away, don't be here. You throwing all your power away. Go away, don't be here. Don't protect me. Because that's what was taught. So no, anoint that place and do that thing and tell it what to do. It's going to do exactly what you tell it to do. It's going to do exactly what you tell it to do. One of the things that that is missing in the component is that people, when I was growing up, I was taught that the devil had power, and that the devil had power to ruin my life. I was taught that. I'm not sure if anybody else was taught that, but I was taught that the devil has power to ruin your life. And so because I was taught that the devil had power to ruin my life, it made me have fear of the devil. And so because I had fear of the devil, and then I was taught that I was born a sinner. I want y'all to really put these pieces together. Then I was taught I was born a sinner and God would save me by grace. So grace is what was going to get me there, and I wasn't guaranteed grace. So picture that. Me, I'm a little girl. They teach us this stuff when we little. Oh, God going to save me by grace if he decide to, and the devil can hurt me. So I had no doorway or a path to perfect peace. So if I had no doorway or no path to perfect peace, because the devil had power and he had power to hurt me, and I couldn't run to safety because safety wasn't guaranteed. Safety was there by grace. I was stuck, which causes fear. So when you're living in, there's no way out of that space with that knowledge, with that teaching. There's no way out of that space. So living gifted, and I'm taught that my gift is the devil. I'm taught that my gift is the devil. When I'm in my space, there I am hopeless. I have no hope because the thing that I'm feeling is making me scared. It's making me scared because you guys told me it was the devil, although it's the very thing that was sent to assist me. I'm pushing away the thing that's sent to assist me because you taught me to fear the thing that was here to assist me. So I have no way out. I'm trapped. Thank God for the questions, though. Thank God I asked the questions. And I asked God the questions instead of messing around with humans. And I learned that thing that they taught me to fear was me. And I had no reason. I had no reason to fear it. And that I wasn't subject to it. It was subject to me. It had to actually perform as I described. It really does. It has to perform as I describe. If it scares me and I say get away, it has to get away. If I say be gentle with me, I'm learning, groom me nicely, that's what it's going to do. It's going to do exactly what I ask it to do. And if I had been taught that when I was a child, wow. Yes. But it's okay. I learned it now, and I teach my children as they were children. So we're going to take some more. We're going to talk some more about, we're going to talk to our Dr. Wendy Nguyen. We're going to talk about some experiences that we've had as children, and we were taught, whatever it is we were taught. That's what we're sharing. We're sharing our experience with our divine thing or gift, as people call it, and what we were told to do with that gift when we were a kid. Dr. Wendy Nguyen is next.
Grand Rise, yes, this is our church. Growing up, I was like, my gifts really come in my dreams. And when I was younger, I didn't understand, like, I would have dreams, and then later on those dreams would come true. But I never knew, like, if that, that was a gift, that was spirit talking to me. I just didn't know. I was taught that the devil talks to you, and um, I had so many, I couldn't ask questions. And I had so many belief systems because one of my grandparents was Baptist. Another one of my grandparents was Jehovah Witness. I had older siblings who were Catholic, and my mother apostolic. So whoever I was with, that's where I went, whether it was the Kingdom Hall, Catholic Church, Baptist Church, or the Holy Apostolic. It was just so confusing to me. So I never knew like how to even operate in my gift, or because I just didn't know. I was like, oh well, I just had a dream. I thought those were just normal. Like I said, but when they would come true, I would be like, oh my God, I dreamt that. Or certain things, it would seem like deja vu, like I've been here before. If the incident happened, it just seemed like, wait a minute, it seemed like I've done this, or I've been here. So I just never knew how to really operate in my gift. Now, taking a lot of these classes with Dr. New, it has helped me to get more of a better understanding of what's happening. And yeah, so that was my experience growing up. It's like I just would never say anything. I wouldn't even ask my mom, like, well, I dreamt this, and I just wouldn't say nothing. And yeah, until recent, I really start to learn what it was. So, Ashe.
Ashe. I have a toy, guys. Like my daughter bought me this 2 years ago. I'm just now learning to use it. It's my new microphone. She says, Mom, if you're going to be professional, be professional. So, yeah, those dreams and coming true and coming real. And so have you stopped dreaming, or do you still have dreams?
No, I still have them. And I've noticed here lately, it's almost like one recently, I can't quite remember what I was dreaming, but it was like a voice talking to me. And it was like, and I was like, okay, I wonder why it said that. But I think a part of it is too, I'm still a little afraid. So that might kind of, they don't come forth. And it's like I act like I say, okay, come on, I'm okay. Like you said, don't scare me. And when it happens, I get startled. And it might be one or two words that they might say, but it just don't really make sense at the time.
Ashe. I think you guys are going to push me, catapult me, and I need y'all to help me. Let me ask y'all for help. I want to do this every Sunday. When you guys don't see me come on live by 10 o'clock, I'm going to try to come on by 9:30, 10 o'clock. If you guys don't see me come on, somebody send me a message and say, are we having church today, Dr. New? Because as you were talking, Dr. Wendy, I was seeing, I never shared this with anybody. I have shared this with somebody before. I probably shared it with y'all before. I just never did it. I'm going to do it now. I don't know if y'all ever saw this movie called The X-Men. It's the X-Men. And this one guy, he sits in the wheelchair, and he has this school. and he helps all these gifted people. Is that called the S-Men's Cousin? I know Storm is on there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. My spirit, I'm not in the wheelchair for real life. But whatever his name is, I'm that character here on planet Earth. I know that. And I am supposed to help people activate and live and be comfortable in their gifts. I just haven't done it. We've been doing a lot of healing because healing comes before the gift, quote unquote, because you have to undo all the wrong stuff. But ultimately, it leads to living in your gift. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, it's living in the purpose, cultivating those gifts, and activating them. And y'all can't you can't make this stuff up. It's level up. It's level up. It's level up. It's level up. So on Sundays, I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna do this. And I've always had a problem with the word church because I don't do it like that. But I am going to use the word church, and I'm going to call this Church of the Gifted. That's going to be the title, Church of the Gifted. And for all the beautiful souls out here who haven't been rocking in their gifts because church hurt them, or someone hurt them, or something hurt them and told them to demonize their selves, this is their spot. This is their place. And we're going to activate those gifts again. So I want everyone to just kind of unmute themselves. Hey, Amy, I see you in the building. You did not miss Self Talk because we don't have it on Saturday. We only have it Monday through Friday. So you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it yesterday. All right. So I want everyone to just unmute themselves one at a time. Don't do it now. Give yourself 30 seconds. I want you to identify what your gift is. Take 30 seconds. Identify what your gift is. What is your gift? What's your gift? What's the thing you had when you were little that you ran from? Do not unmute yourself. I just want you to think about it right now. What is your gift? I have the ability to. What is that? Take a minute, think about it. What is your gift? What is your gift? What is your gift? What is your gift? I have the gift. I have the ability to do. What is it? And even if you're not living in it right now, go back to the ones you had when you were a kid. What did you used to be able to do? What is your gift? What is it that you used to be able to do? And when you know the answer, just raise your hand. Do not unmute yourself. Just raise your hand. In Facebook world, what is your gift? Just comment below. What is your gift? What is the thing that you have? What is your superpower? Because we all have them. All right, so we're going to go. I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to call everybody one by one. And the only thing I want you to do is share with me your gift. What is your superpower? And Karen is first.
I have the ability to see, hear, and speak in the spirit.
That's sure. Dr. Lynn.
I have the ability to see, feel, hear. I'm in the spirit.
Sure. Dottie.
I have the ability to see, hear, and feel.
Sure. Angel, I don't see your hand raised. Raise them hands. I know you got a few of them. Okay, Amy. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Okay. Will you type it in, Amy? Because I can't hear you. Or that thing. I have time to try to for you to fix it. So do that thing you did last time so we can hear you. And keep yourself unmuted. Angel, come on up. We're gonna keep you unmuted, Amy. Keep yourself unmuted if you want, so we can hear you when you pop in.
Okay, I have the ability to hear, and I would say listen, feel, and I would say that's it.
Sure. You say hear, listen, and feel.
Yes.
I think you don't you have read your mind? Don't you read people's minds?
Yeah, I
Okay.
could read people's minds as well.
Sure. All right. Who is?
I just contribute that to hearing.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Wendy, Dr. Wendy Wen.
Mine is smell. I just learned that. um, uh, smell, seeing, feel, and hearing.
Smell, see, feel, hearing. Sure. Sure. And welcome, James. We're so glad you're here, brother. Right now, we are identifying our superpower. What is your superpower? What is the thing you have? What's your gift? That's what we're doing right now. So, if you want to share what your gift is, just raise your hand. And we're still trying to hear Amy. Well, she has typed hers. I help build others up by showing them the positive. Ashe. Ashe. All right, so last question for today. What does your gift mean to you? What does your gift mean to you? Is that Talani? You guys are joining at the hips. I love it. What does your gift mean to you? does your gift mean to you? Because I have this gift, it means. Because I have this superpower, it means. What does it mean to you? Let me read, hold on, because Desiree typed her gift in. Let me go and read that. Hold on. She says she can see spirits. I remember what she said. I'm just going to try to read it the right way. Darlene said, I used to see spirits around me. Mm-hmm. Larry, if you feel like you are amongst lost, delusional Black people, you should probably leave because you're here, which means you're lost and delusional. Because you can only see what's in you, brother. All right. So let's keep on going. And that's what we had to always face, right? Those types of things. Where people would come in and tell you, you're lost, you're delusional, you're crazy. So until you learn that people can only see what they are, that affects you. Until you learn that people can only see what they are, those comments would affect you. There used to be a time where those comments would affect me. Oh my God, I am lost. I am delusional. I am crazy. Well, I learned that people can only speak what's in them. When I learned that people can only speak what's in them, I learned it had nothing to do with me. That's what we've been doing all this beautiful healing for. So that when people come out and they do stuff like that, we don't take that stuff personal. We go, wow, they're lost and delusional. Because that's their internal being. That's not my internal being. That's their internal beingness. You're going to have those challenges. And in this space, you'll have people to come up until as a collective, we disseminate that. You're going to have that kind of stuff pop up into the space. And you're going to teach yourself how to overcome that. You're going to teach yourself how to overcome someone else's opinion, someone else's thought. And it's beautiful. It no longer becomes, oh my God, I'm lost. Am I lost? Am I delusional? Am I crazy? Am I going to hell? Am I? You know, that's going to pop up if you're in the learning space. But it's also going to leave the learning space. So what does your gift mean? What does your superpower mean to you? What does it mean? What can you do with your superpower? What can you do with your superpower? Whenever you are ready to share that, just raise your hand. What can you do with your superpower? 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 Because there's a superpower and it's here and it's yours. And what can you do with it? What can you do with your superpower? And whenever you're ready, just raise your hand. What can you do with your superpower? I'm waiting for you guys to raise your hand. Do you know what you can do with your superpowers? Even if you don't know what you can do with your superpower, raise your hand and say, I don't know yet. Whenever you are ready, even if you don't know what you can do with your superpower, raise your hand and go, I don't know yet. I don't know what I can do with my superpower yet. Mm-mm. Is
Well,
that
that
hold on one second, Selena. Is that yours, Mom? The one you said. So my mom chimed in. She says, no one said healing. She said, that's mine. One of hers is healing. Okay. I say. All right, so I'm going to call you guys by name, and just if you don't know what to do with it yet, that's fine. Just say I don't know I don't know what to do with it yet. Okay. Angel.
Okay. With my superpower, I could just be connected to everybody. I don't see it as a superpower. I see it as being normal. So
Mhm.
it just keeps me connected
Mhm.
like we're supposed to be.
Mhm. Mhm. I say. Selena, what can you do with your superpower? If it is a superpower, it's a superpower for everybody. It's normal superpower. What can you do with your superpower?
to be honest, I don't know.
Ashe.
I
Ashe.
may say what I think I can do, but I don't know.
Okay, what do you think you can do with it?
I don't know.
Okay, Ashe.
I, or I guess I should have said what I would like my superpowers to be able to do, but I don't know I'm maybe I'm not connected with my powers yet. I don't understand them.
Okay, that's cool. That's a viable answer. Ashe. All
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Dr. Lynn.
Own it and live in it. Like, don't leave it. Like, live in it each and every day, and then assist others in them awakening theirs. Yeah, live in it, live in it, enjoy it.
Ashe. Ashe. All right. Karen.
Um, to heal. I have used them to heal first myself, then heal other people, and like I've used it as protection.
Ashe. Ashe. Dr. Wendy, you know how you can use your superpower?
To help guide me and navigate myself through life and to help others.
Ashe. Ashe. Beautiful. You guys did amazing. Amazing. It's going to feel really good owning these superpowers. Uh, allowing yourself to own your superpowers is amazing. Allowing yourself the space to have them and not consider yourself crazy, not let anyone else throw out their opinions about whether you're crazy or not. It's going to be beautiful being in this space and doing this. So, for everyone who's listening in Facebook, you are so welcome to join us inside of Zoom. You really are. Um, and you are welcome to comment and say, what is your superpower? Just knowing that we all have superpower, we're all superheroes. That's the norm. So, what is your superpower? What is your thing? What is your quote unquote gift? And how do you use it? How can you use it in this world? When we come back next week on Sunday, we're going to talk about how we can use those superpowers. But this week, I would love for you guys to concentrate on what they are, how they feel, and what stopped you from living in it. What they are, how they feel, and what stopped you from living in them. These are your superpowers that I'm talking about. I'm just going to recap today before we leave and talk about what we accomplished today or what we did today. So today we spoke about being gifted, quote unquote gifted, or our superpowers. And we talked about how when we were growing up, people would tell us that God didn't make you that way. That's the devil. You're crazy. Don't you talk to people and tell them that? Don't you ask God no questions? Who do you think you are to ask God questions? You just sit there and do what God told you to do. And you can't hear from God. You got to listen to the pastor because only the prophets and the special people can hear from God. You just get over there and do that. And we talked about the damage that did to us, especially learning this stuff as children, and how it taught us to oppress our naturally given gifts. And in this space that we have decided to share today, I'm going to come on every Sunday around this time, and we're going to talk about living in our gifts. We're going to talk about our gifts, and I'm going to do my very best to make this stuff normal. Because what they taught was you're chosen, you're selected. Only the chosen can do this. Only the gifted can do this. I'm taking all that stuff away because that's what made everybody who has these gifts not bring forth these gifts. And so we're going to take away that. This is normal. God created us all, and God gave us all the things that we needed. And so these things feel very good to us, and they felt very good to us until a human told us they were bad. So we're removing what the human gave us. We're removing what the humans gave us. Okay. Yeah, we're removing what the humans gave us. And we're going to live in what the divine gave us inside. And that's going to be our normal. That's our normal. That's our normal. So I enjoyed this space today. Hold on 1 second. My mom wants to chime in and say something.
Can you please tell Wendy that she have healing? This thing is gonna get out of my head. It just keeps knocking me until I take. Tell Wendy that she has healing also, because if she put people in her chair and they're feeling bad and they don't feel good about themselves, what she does, that's healing to make them feel better.
Can you hear her, Dr. Wendy? Oh, you can't hear her? Hold on, I'm going to give her the mic.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. She said about feeling.
I say tell you that you have healing. The spirit keeps telling me to tell you that you have healing. When a person comes to you and they're looking bad and feeling bad, once you do what you do, then that you make them feel better about themselves. So that is healing.
Ah, Ashe. Yeah. Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Thank you.
Ashe. She says, you're welcome.
And you know what? When I used to go to church, and I remember a couple of prophets had told me that I have healing hands. So Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe. You know, it's so beautiful when people can show you the application. Like when you hear, I have healing hands, and you accept it and go, okay, cool. But then someone to come in and say how those healing hands work, how that's a healing hand. When you touch them, when they come and sit in your chair, and you're creating this masterpiece with them, that's the healing. You know, it's beautiful to understand the how of a thing, or how to apply a thing. This is application. This space is application. It's not a whole lot of telling somebody. It's applying, apply. I see Apostle Derek Henderson in the building. Hey, cousin. Mama said, hey, nephew. Who will be down here visiting. I think you said August 16th. I got the flyer. I'm going to try to be there. Ashe. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space, guys. We're going to get in here. We're going to do this stuff. Is that Yanni? We got a house over there. Hey, beautiful. Yes. So we're going to do this. We're going to come back here again next Sunday. You guys share this place. This place is called Church of the Gifted. I'm going to retitle this, Church of the Gifted. All those people who are running around with all these beautiful gifts, who were told to shut up, you crazy, don't do that. This is their spot. This is our spot. And this is going to be normal. There are no such things as gifts. These are normal. But if there is a such thing as a gift, we're all gifted. If there's a such thing as a prophet, we're all prophets. If there's a such thing as anointed, we're all anointed. All you got to do is walk in it. We all came down here the same way. Our journey back home. I love you guys. We'll be back here on Tuesday. I do want to make a special announcement. I posted on my page that the life coaching class starts November 1st. So if there's anybody who wants to be a part of the life coaching team, please sign up. The class will be starting November 1st, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 5. And that is posted up on my page. I do want to share this. Man, you know, God is so good. One of the things that is in the makings here at the New Practice is that all of these beautiful life coaches are spiritual coaches. I've not met anyone in this space that is not a spiritual life coach. All the life coaches here have gone through the spiritual transformation of healing themselves to some degree. Definitely all of the doctors. And this space is very spiritual, very sacred. And the more we do this on Sunday, the more you guys who are here in this space who come and show up on Sundays, the more we will be able to help the public, those who are looking for spiritual directions. All of your gifts that you named, you guys said you wanted to help humanity. So if we're sitting in this space on Sunday, building up our gifts, we can certainly sit in this space on Saturday and give our gift. So we will be the divine network where people will come and get their spiritual healing. I hope you guys are paying attention, because that's what this is building up to. This is a network. We're all coming together. The saints are marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The saints are marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. This is what we're doing. The saints are coming in, or the gifted are coming in, or the people are coming in. We're coming in. We're reborn. We're being reborn again. Y'all don't hear me. We are being reborn again. This is the rebirth. And we're going to go out and we're going to help millions. We are going to help millions. I'm not going to help millions. I can't. But we can. We can. I was talking to my cousin earlier today, the one that y'all see here on the phone, my cousin Angel. And I was talking to her earlier today, and I say, you have, what makes you, and I would ask this question for everybody, Think about this week. What makes you not use your gift? Because we're gonna overcome that fear. Hi, Renee. I see you in the building. What makes you not operate and use your gift? We're gonna learn. We're gonna discuss all that in this space, and we're all gonna be some powerhouses at the end of this space. This is the space to come. This will be the space where people will come and get their healing because we're here. Yeah, we're here. And it ain't no craziness where it's all your healing only comes by one way. It's not that. This is the most open space, and healing comes so many different ways, inside so many different religions, inside so many different pathways. We're gonna have, when I started this thing, God said a man at every door. This is what God told me. Build this thing, a man at every door. So there's a man at every door. Because if there's a man at every door, I don't care if you're coming through the Christian door, Jehovah's Witness door, Buddhist door, tourism door, there's somebody at that door. There's somebody at that door. There's somebody at that door. So it's beautiful. Because at the end of the day, it's all oneness. At the end of the day, it's all oneness. So we'll be here on Sundays, the Church of the Gifted, and we're going to learn how to use our gifts. We're going to learn how to rock in those gifts. We're going to be inside our gifts. So the assignment is, what is your gift? How are you going to use your gift to enhance this world? And what kept you from using it? Because it's not going to keep you from using it anymore. I heard everyone in here say they have the gift of hearing, feeling, and seeing. What does that look like to you? What does that look like in action? We're going to talk about that next week. What does that look like in action? Somebody please remember that, because I'm going to forget. What does that look like in action, in motion? Now that we have it formulated in words, what does it look like in action? Because we're going to bring these things to life. We're going to bring these gifts to life. They're going to be forward motion. You're going to watch your words turn into action. Watch your gifts turn into action. So I'm going to go on my Facebook page today, and I want you to go on yours. And I'm going to say, my superpower is, what's yours? If everybody would do that and tag me in it, I would be so happy. Just post on your own page, my superpower is, and tag me. And then ask your audience, ask your friends, what is yours? Let's make this thing normal. Let's make this thing normal. Everybody has a superpower. I can hear you now, Amy. I heard you clap.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yay, hooray. I don't know what I did. Well, now can I say my superpower
Yes,
out
please.
loud?
Yes.
I am a prophet of building up. I just didn't know that I would be building up from the inside out first. But I have a gift for seeing the positive and helping other people heal by seeing their positives. And it's a really tiny little gift, but it's a magnificent, huge gift that I can help a lot of people with.
Yes. Yes.
I
say. It is a huge gift. I say. Tara is in the building. Tara says, hi, tribe, walking your greatness today and every day. Love to all. And I agree. You guys, we're going to meet on Sundays. I'm going to do this thing. If you don't see me at about 10 o'clock, somebody send me a message and say, Dr. New, where are you? And then I'm going to show up because sometimes I forget. and then sometimes, and then I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like to be told what to do, not even by my own self. I have a thing about being told what to do. So even if I tell myself what to do, I'll rebel. Isn't that crazy? So, but if you send me a message that say you're supposed to be on, I'll remember and love. Oh yeah, snap the program, baby girl. So help me through my program. If you don't see me on by 10, send me a message and say, Dr. New, we not having church today. And I'm gonna go, yes, we are. Give me a second. I'm coming. I know this is new for everybody. This is new for me. This is my first day. Church of the Gifted. Please share this video to everybody. This is the Church of the Gifted. We're going to get down in here. I love you guys. I will see you guys I'll see you guys Monday. But for those who are just going to come to church, I'll see you on Sunday. Love you guys. Bye. All right, so we're off live. We're now going to come off Zoom. I love y'all so much. We're going to do this thing now, okay? Sometimes I get talking in my country voice because that's what I like to do sometimes. So on Sundays, we're going to be in here, okay? Now, when y'all hang up, I want y'all to go right to Facebook now. I want you to go right to Facebook, and I want y'all to say, my superpower is, and then I want you to say, what's yours? Comment below. And then let everybody type in their superpowers, okay? Okay, I love y'all. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. And for those who in the doctor's class, I'll see y'all in a few minutes, in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And don't forget, if you want to take the life coaching class, don't forget to let me know because it starts November 1st now. November 1st, okay? All right, I love y'all. And we out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, y'all.